Clair Obscur Expedition 33 feels like a love letter to JRPGs and maybe personally to me, maybe even more important, love letter to me. I grew up playing JRPGs, they were my favorite type of game. This one and this one and this one and this one. And many other different kind of JRPGs. And just like those games back when I was teenager, Clair Obscur absolutely nails that feeling of emotion with wonder and everything else wrapped up in a lovely 35 to 40 hour story with some optional side content, and it absolutely nails that feeling that I had when I used to play these games. So I absolutely loved this experience and I just want to gush about it a little bit, so let's get into the details.
Soon she'll wake and paint again. Every year she paints again. And every year, an expedition departs for the continent with one hopeless mission.
So, setup for the game is actually pretty simple. You probably already heard the paintress paints a number, everybody dies, an expedition goes and fails, but at least they pave their road, the way for the next one to come. So, already this is very powerful and emotional intro into the story. It completely hooks you in and sets up this tone for the rest of the story that you are about to experience. And the story, characters, the writing, everything is excellent. There is one small detail about it all that didn't quite sit with me well, but 99.7% of it is just great. But what I want to take out of this for sure is the characters, the writing, and the way they deliver their dialogue. There were many moments in this game where I was just thinking to myself, finally, some characters that actually talk like real characters. Nothing in here feels fake. There are just awesomely written characters, and the performance by the lovely cast is absolutely brilliant. And getting into this game is best done knowing as little as possible. Yeah, the setup is here, you get to see it within the first 30 minutes of the game, but everything else that happens, from the why some things are designed like they are, to the characters and the moments, the plot twists, everything is so surprising, refreshing, and done superbly, and you should just play this game if you haven't done it already. Now, before we continue to other stuff, I would just like to mention that the game has some slight technical hiccups. Here and there I would experience some frame drops that would kind of tear up on my screen, and some textures do kind of pop in late on your screen, but nothing major. I did have one audio bug, which was significantly annoying, and it has followed me through a couple of hours. So I'll put it here so you can hear how it sounds, then I'll explain what it is. First time I heard this grinding noise, I thought there was some kind of big monster behind me, and there were none, so I thought it was just a bug, nobody cares. Then I went to the overworld map and entered another zone, and the noise was still following me. Sometimes it would stop after a combat, but then I would finish the next combat and it would start again. It never bothered me in any kind of cinematic or combat, so it's not a big deal, but it did start to grind my gears after a while. But honestly, I really cannot be too much bothered with it, because I think context is really important, and these guys are a very small development team and they have crafted a fantastic game, so no bad feelings whatsoever in this case. Oh, shut up, you always focus on the bad side. Just get to the good part, goddammit. Yeah, the good stuff. It's not just about the story, characters, and the writing. Everything else in the game is amazing. From exploration to the combat and to the power-up system. It is filled with meaningful choices, offering all kinds of exploration, both in terms of going around and looking for stuff, and in the exploration on building your characters however you want them to fight. And the combat, man, the combat is absolutely amazing. When I saw the trailer, my first thought about the combat was, I'm not really 100% sure about this. It could be good, but it all depends on the feel. Any kind of game where you have parrying and dodging, where it's time mechanic, it's all about how the game feels while you're holding the controller, and no trailer can convey that information. Right from the start, as I started to learn the mechanics of the combat, I was immediately in. The parries and the dodges and later mechanics felt extremely good, and I was getting more and more hyped just to smash more enemies and get new skills and pick those to build my characters the way I wanted them to play. Even things like difficulty seemed fine-tuned. I played on normal difficulty, and I've heard people saying that this is like Persona with Sekiro, and I absolutely agree on some level. It absolutely feels like that, and it's super fun, and sometimes I would just relax after I would do my combo attack, and I was like, oh, it's attacking, I need to parry or dodge or whatever. It's always keeping you on your toes. The combat is super engaging, it is super deep and fun with multiple different mechanics that are constantly pushing you, challenging you, and sometimes, you know, you just die to an enemy or a boss until you do it a couple of times, get to learn its timing for parrying, and then just beat it gloriously. It feels absolutely fantastic. And it's really hard for me to talk about this game in a specific way because I'm new to this and I'm still haven't, you know, developed a way to explain what my mind is actually wanting to put out. So the game is just glorious from everything, especially art and writing and combat, and I just think if you look at this and you're interested in anything that this game is presenting you, that you should at least try it. It's $50, it's on Game Pass, don't think about it, just go and get it. The game is absolutely amazing. This is a totally mucky out of 10 experience. It's a game that feels like it has been made for something that I love, and I just absolutely love it. So that's it. It was a little bit shorter today, but I really struggled to find the words to describe what I really love about this game. And well, if you enjoyed the video, you know the drill. Click the things down below and leave a comment. Did you play the game? How do you feel about it? And as always, thank you for watching.